Hello VCP, staff, students, and families. My name is Chelsea Easter and I am the principal at Victory College Prep. I would like to welcome you to our 8th annual commencement ceremony. I would like to thank parents, families, community partners, and our VCP board members. Shout out to past staff, present staff, and future staff members who are watching now. Finally, welcome seniors. We are in unprecedented times right now, and I'm so grateful for our seniors as they have persevered and celebrated despite the pandemic. A class who started their CPA journey the same day I did. A class that has over a 90% graduation rate. A senior class with over 450 college credits, 200 college acceptances, and over $2 million in scholarships and financial aid. Huge shout out to the class of 2020. This group of students are incredibly special to me. My first day at the CPA was also their first day. For the majority of our seniors, they started out as my 7th grade English students. I have watched so many of them grow up from awkward middle schoolers to young adults who are going to make an incredible impact on the world. I got to grow as a teacher and leader alongside them, and I'm so grateful to have them in my life. I know you all have missed out on graduation parties and prom and senior signing day and a traditional graduation. I'm sad about that, and I know that you are too. But I'm so excited about what the future holds for you and how you are going to use this unexpected setback to push to be your best self. I would now like to introduce our Director of College Transitions, Rahul Jody, as he introduces our valedictorian.
Good afternoon. My name is Rahul Jody and I am the Director of College Transitions here at Victory College Prep. It has been a privilege and an honor working with the class of 2020, especially through these challenging times. Repeating what Ms. Easter said about these classes' amazing accomplishments, the class of 2020 has over 200 college acceptances, over $2 million in financial aid and scholarships, and over a 90% graduation rate despite being sandwiched between 2 failing schools. I want to send a huge thank you to all the friends, families, teachers past and present, advisors past and present, and most importantly, the students of the class of 2020 for all of your hard work. Before I honor the valedictorian of the class of 2020, I would like to congratulate the salutatorian for the class of 2020, Bruce Sosa. Bruce came to us this year from Lighthouse East, and everyone that has met or interacted with him would tell you he has an amazingly bright future. Bruce is graduating with a 4.06 GPA and will be attending IUPUI to become a veterinarian. Congratulations again, Bruce. Now, let's move on to the valedictorian for the class of 2020. Now, valedictorian normally means just the student with the highest GPA, but our class of 2020 valedictorian is much more than that. I have the distinct pleasure of introducing to you today's valedictorian, Jarissa Watson, who I've known for the past 6 years. Jarissa will be graduating with a 4.12 GPA, over 60 high school credits, 42 college credits, and more college acceptances and financial aid that I have time to list. Not only that, she was also captain and MVP of the volleyball team and cheerleading team and participated for all 4 years. Before she gets to share her speech, I want to share 2 quick stories about Jarissa. The first story goes back to 8th grade, 4 years ago when we had their 8th grade awards banquet. During that banquet, she shared with Miss Easter and myself that her goal was to be valedictorian in 4 years, just like she was in 8th grade. We were both very excited and proud of her for setting her goal, but we gave her some feedback. We said, Jarissa, if you want to be valedictorian in high school, you need to increase that GPA, because this 3.7 GPA you have in 8th grade, that is not going to be enough in high school. She took this advice to heart, and throughout her 4 years of high school has never had below a 3.8 GPA, and has met her goal of being valedictorian and graduating with a 4.12 GPA. The second story is from this year when Jarissa was applying for the Lilly Scholarship. One of her essays that she wrote, she shared a sample of her normal school day, which included school from 7 to 3:15, volleyball or cheerleading practice from 3:30 to 5:30, a shift at TJ Maxx from 6 to 10, and then coming home to finish her work in all 3 of her college classes and her 4 high school classes. When she shared this, I was shocked, but she was nonchalant, just assuming that every single high school student had a similar schedule. I'm here to tell you, Jarissa, that is not normal. Very few high school students I have ever interacted with have been able to manage a schedule like that, and you are exceptional. I am incredibly proud of the student she has become over the last 4 years, and I'm 100% confident in you, Jarissa, that you will become an even more amazing labor and delivery nurse. Next year, Jarissa will be attending Ball State University on a full-ride scholarship to major in nursing. It is my pleasure to introduce to you the Class of 2020 Valedictorian, Jarissa Watson.
Good evening, parents, administration, staff, friends and family, and most importantly, the Class of 2020. These last 4 years together have molded us into a crazy, dysfunctional, but very loving family. I want to first thank God for waking me up every morning and allowing me to be in the position I'm in today. Secondly, I want to thank everyone who supported the Class of 2020 over the years. Genuine encouragement and support is an extreme necessity that's oftentimes unavailable. We've been lucky. Throughout high school, I personally took on every challenge that came my way. AP courses, dual enrollment, and any other college class I could, all while being a student athlete. I worked really hard to earn the highest GPA I possibly could, but I can't take all the credit for becoming valedictorian. I did a lot to get here, but I didn't do it alone. I want to first thank all the teachers I've had over the few years. But a special shout out to Mr. Lampkin and Mrs. Shaka. Mr. Lampkin first taught me in 8th grade, and he's the reason why I love math. Ms. Shaka, on the other hand, is always on my back, like always, but I needed that throughout the years, so thank you. Thank you to all the coaches I've had over the years. You've made being an athlete here at VCP very fun, even through the wins and the losses. Thank you to Mrs. Gabry, Ms. Hosey, and Mr. Smith for listening to all my rants and literally just letting me explode and then go back to class like nothing happened. Lastly, I would like to thank my mom, my dad, and the rest of my family. You've been there for me through everything. When I lost my brother in 2018, a lot of people don't know, but I didn't care to be valedictorian anymore. I didn't care about school, but thanks to my family, they always had my back. So thank you. If I could take just one thing away from high school, it's that everyone needs a support system. People who make the bad times good and the good times become memories. Before I go deeper into my speech, I want to take a moment of silence to remember and honor Davion Dunn. Davion went to Lighthouse East and is also a part of the Class of 2020. Together as a class, we have grown. We have seen each other in our bright times, like the overnight junior trip, dodgeball tournaments, basketball senior night, volleyball senior night, rap battles, Danica fighting Mr. Right, the boys arguing over stupid rap battles in basketball, Maria always being loud, Devonna being even louder, and messing with everyone, literally, and many more. But we have also seen each other in our darkest times, the burning down of our playground, the loss of loved ones, and, most obviously, the global pandemic that has robbed us of many rites of passage, like prom, senior signing day, senior skip day, our senior praying, which is going to be really good, and the traditional graduation that we have always pictured. Well, the Class of 2020 was brought into the world during 9/11, and we're graduating during a global pandemic. Some of the most significant life moments have happened in great instability. Throughout the challenges we have faced, we have learned perseverance, but we have also learned the value of a support system. For those who don't know, VCP was named after Lady Victory, a statue who sits in downtown Indianapolis. While every other statue faces towards our capital in Washington, D.C., Lady Victory is positioned to look over her city, watching it, caring for it, and keeping it safe. As the first graduating class from Victory College Prep, a class that has mastered perseverance It is our responsibility now to take on the world and to watch over our community, care for it, and make it a better place. For some, this means going into the medical field and taking care of the sick in your community. For some, it means becoming a mentor to help guide those and push them in the right path. Every path is different though. But for all of ours, our purpose should be the same. As the founding graduates of Victory College Prep, our purpose is similar to Lady Victory. As I close, I want you to consider this quote by Henry David Thoreau. Go confidently in the directions of your dreams. Live the life that you've imagined. Despite all of the things that we didn't get because of this pandemic, I want you to all think of the things that we do get. We get the chance to make an impact on the world. We get the chance to take the fresh start as an adult. We get the chance to shape this new reality. We get to carry the torch of success in the next phase of our life. I'm so proud of the class of 2020 and the impact that we will make on the world. Congratulations to the class of 2020.
Thank you, Jarissa, for that amazing speech. It is a long-standing tradition here at VCP for the senior advisors to read the names of the graduates. Our VCP advisory program starts in the 7th grade and follows the students all the way to 12th grade. These advisors push these students each and every day to become the best versions of themselves, and as you can imagine, this is incredibly challenging. I am sure that the graduating seniors are probably incredibly thankful for all of the hard work their advisors have put in over the years, even if they don't say it very often. I would like to personally thank Ms. Gabry, Mr. Wadley, and Ms. Wolf, as well as any other advisors that these students have had for their incredible hard work and holding these students to the highest of expectations. Now the moment we've all been waiting for. Ms. Easter, as academic liaison to the class of 2020, I hereby certify that all students receiving a diploma today have met the requirements necessary to be named a graduate of the state of Indiana. I present them to you for receipt of their diplomas. At this time, I would like to invite our amazing senior advisors, Megan Gabry, Andre Wadley, and Abby Wolf, to read the names of these graduates as they walk across the stage.
Ladies and gentlemen, our valedictorian, Jarissa Camille Watson. Salutatorian of the VCP class of 2020, Bruce Sosa. Krishana Cousins. Savannah D. Alexander. Monet Nolan. Tijuana Kiera Strong. Jalen Maurice Inman Potts. Nasir Michael Husky. Treasure Deshaun Graves. Israel Sharif Barnett. Kennedy Isaiah White. Sarah M. Webb. Robert Cole. Terrell Mitchell. Leslie Cooper.
Alejandro Rico. Tyjir Wadley. Michaela Featherston. Dylan Holt. Rodney Ivy. Asia Warner. Javon Jones. Ernest Holmes.
You're gonna take a picture by yourself?
Maria Starks. Damon Lane Jr. Kevin Bornstein.
Michael A. James. Dejan Lamar Gill. Ashley Renee Cobb. Delasia Rain Johnson. Nathaniel Caton. Austin A. Eversole. Glasgow. Londell Booker. Danica Jashay Cooper. Janaya G. Harps. Kayleanne Monet Bogans.
Elijah Hamilton.
Isaiah Hamilton.
As we close graduation today, I want to thank the very special people who have helped us get to this point. The Mayor's Office, Adam Collins and the rest of the VCP board, our senior advisors, Ms. Wolf, Ms. Gabry, and Mr. Wadley. Another thank you to Mr. Jody, our Director of College Transitions, all of our staff, parents, and families, but most importantly, you, the graduating class of 2020. With the thank yous behind us, I want to share a few words before I send you on your way. Barack Obama said in his 2020 commencement speech that today is important, but it's not the most important day of your life. Today is the day you realize the tools you have been given and you prepare to go out into the world and use them. Today is the beginning for all of you. The next step is becoming the people that you want to be. So many of you began your journey with us as Lighthouse students, and today you now become graduates of Victory College Prep, the first graduating class of VCP. I want to share with you what victory means to me and what I hope it can do for you as you take your next steps. For me, the first thing victory is knowing that you deserve a seat at the table. When I started high school my freshman year, I was in a class of around 500 students, but only 154 students graduated. Society didn't expect kids from my school to graduate, let alone go to college and earn a degree, or be productive human beings who contributed to the world. I was always worried that because of where I grew up, that I wasn't going to be ready for the real world. I spent my adult life trying to convince myself that I deserved to be in those classes at that university, or that I deserved that job interview, or I deserved that leadership opportunity. I kept waiting for someone to discover that I was a fraud. I know that none of that is true. When you work hard and persevere, you deserve the opportunity. You deserve leadership, and you deserve your voice to be heard. Imagine what could happen in your life if you knew that you deserved greatness and you never settled for less. Don't let anyone convince you otherwise. The second thing that victory means to me is knowing the true meaning of love and high expectations. Love and high expectations has been our motto this year as we interact with each other here at VCP. It's incredibly important that you surround yourself with people who love you and have high expectations for you. For me, that's been my family, my parents and my sister. I knew they loved me because they always had my back. They supported me when I was going through a hard time or when I was struggling. They also kicked me in the butt when I started to make excuses. They never let me quit. They never let me live below my potential. I'm lucky enough to be surrounded by love and high expectations every day here at VCP, and so are you. You need to find these people in your next steps. Keep these people in your life and stay open to their influence. For some of you, this is your family. For some of you, this is your friends. Surround yourself with love and support, but also accountability and a low tolerance for excuses. You also have to make sure that you maintain love and high expectations for yourself, always. Before I officially pronounce you graduated, I want to share with you 2 quotes that have guided all the decisions that I make. The first is, education is the passport to the future. Malcolm X said that. You are here because you have earned and taken control of your education. Your next steps are your passport to the future. You are taking the next steps to become the person that you want to be. A person who goes out in the world and makes a powerful and positive impact. Use your education as a springboard to achieve anything you want in life. The second quote is, no one rises to low expectations. Les Brown said this. I know I've already talked a lot about love and high expectations, but it's so important that I need to say it again here. You will never rise to low expectations, and the people in your life will never rise to low expectations. These low expectations may come from society, or family members, or even yourself. Don't fall for it. Set your goals and do not stop until you reach them. Do not let anything derail you. Make sure that the people in your life want the same for themselves. High expectations no matter what. Now I charge you to commence. Go forward into the world. Know that as you work hard and push forward, you deserve every opportunity that comes your way. Have love and high expectations for yourself and surround yourself with people who love you and expect nothing less than excellence. Use your education to reach your goals and make positive contributions to our world. Be great. Congratulations to the class of 2020. The special time has now arrived that signifies that you are officially high school graduates. Class of 2020, please rise for the turning of the tassels. Seniors, having met the requirements of the state of Indiana for high school graduation, in front of your friends, family, and guests, I now officially proclaim you high school graduates. Please move your tassels from the right to the left. Congratulations, class of 2020.